if a fixed penalty notice is issued, that is an indication of breaking the law. So if the Prime Minister gets one of those, he has broken the law. Is that correct?
Well, it depends what happens. But the real question, OK, is where do we go from here? And the Prime Minister has apologised. He understands, and I certainly understand, the anger and frustration that people feel about this issue. But the real question that we've got, and this is why I addressed this, in my first response to your question, the real question we've got is, what do we do about it now, OK? And what we do about it now is we need to move forward. Thankfully, we're one of the first countries in the world out of COVID restrictions, in large part down to the speed of the vaccination rollout, which we delivered here faster than any other major
I get that,
country.
but the question is, you're saying
what
happens...
And down to the PM's judgments.
Yeah,
and then we've got to move
forward. But what happens now? I mean, it's almost like you're glossing over it in terms of if the Prime Minister is found to have broken the law, and, you know, those people at Downing Street parties and Whitehall parties have been found to break the law, otherwise they wouldn't be issued with fixed penalty notices. If laws have been broken, and if the Prime Minister misled Parliament by saying, and I quote here back in December to Sir Keir Starmer, all guidance was completely followed in number 10. He repeatedly assured the House there were no parties. So if he misled Parliament, lying in the words of Labour, are we just to pretend there are no consequences to those actions? And we just move on?
The Prime Minister's apologised, but it is really important, you know, when you're, as an MP, as a representative of my constituents, you know, once the Prime Minister has apologised, the idea that that he should have to resign following something like this, that question has to take into account everything that's going on. Because this isn't the only subject. It is an important subject. Of course it is. And we've just been talking about another important subject. And then there's some huge subjects facing the country, like the war. And then there's the economic situation as well.
I do get that,
and
but that will really